We gotta stop giving keys to Hellcats, Scat Packs, and fucking $200,000 cars to 17 to 20-year-olds who haven't even driven a Prius yet. But what do I know? I've been the only one for 3 years.
Got broke off now.
Matt, I've been saying this for 3 years. How are you? Just because you have a driver's license doesn't mean you know how to fucking drive. That means you manipulated a shitty-ass fucking driving test, and you think you know how to drive. You know how to drive a fucking Prius? Maybe. But to give a kid is the latest of so many.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Backup quarterback LSU was injured in a car wreck, by the way, on campus. And from what I'm realizing, and from what I'm researched, guess what? Guess what's happening, though? These guys think they're so fucking cool, and they have no regard for life. No regard, because you don't know how to fucking drive, you shitbird. So guess what they do? They think they're cool. And they're fucking around at 2 a.m. on campus with their homies, and they're racing in the parking lot, and they lose control because they have no fucking idea how to drive, and then they hit a speed. Dog, this is continuing to happen, and I told you guys 2-3 years ago, stop giving these motherfuckers these cars. I would never let my kids have that shit right now when they haven't even drove a Ford B210 yet.
I don't know how to drive it. If you gave me that car right now, I wouldn't know how to probably drive because I never drove it.
Well, look, even regardless of the car, if you're doing this at 2:45 in the morning drunk, you're fucked. I don't care what car you're in, you're fucked.
I don't know if he's drunk. I don't know if he's drunk.
Yeah, we don't know the details. So, in fairness,
was he drunk or was he just?
I don't know, Matt. I don't know.
Jason saw this. That's it. We got to read up on this.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm not going to assume he was drunk, but
he was found unresponsive, though.
Okay.
Not from the wreck, not from the injury.
Anything in the system, whatever. It's irresponsible to say the least. Doing this in any car at 2:45 in the morning is probably going to get you fired up. The Fast and the Furious is not. It's a fucking TV show. It's a movie. Like, it's not real life. The inability to decipher the difference it's amazing to me with this generation. And look, I don't wish ill will on any of these young men, but god damn, how dumb are some of these guys, man. I mean, just stop with the stupidity. Self-sabotage is a funny thing, homie. Like, people have the ability to really fuck themselves, and like,
man, I'm gonna be on your side.
We were all 17, and I can't speak for y'all what y'all was doing, but I know I've been in cars with a friend driving and trying to race down the street. Now, we didn't have no nice car like that, but racing is racing, right? And I've been
at 3 in the morning and shit.
Just thank God I didn't end up getting in an accident.
Well, why is everybody so enamored with fucking racing these days, bro?
I don't know. I think to JB's point, they get these nice ass cars that's capable of going 200 and some miles per hour, and you're 17, you're immature, you've never had it before. It's like having a new toy.
It's bad. It's bad all the way around.
Matt, I'm actually going to be on your side on a lot. I mean, my take may not be what you say, but I'm going to agree with what you've been saying for years on the show with me. Like, I always go against the kid and shit, and I have to blame the fucking adults in the room at this stage in this current landscape because I'm telling you right now, we are felling these kids at an all-time high at every level, from NIL to this portal allowability to the fucking reason they get paid to these cars are getting and more money than ever, and these kids being allowed to fucking demand an NIL payment, leave Texas Tech, go to A&M. Now he's left A&M for personal reasons during January winter conditioning. I did a rant yesterday on this kid. Dog, it just keeps stacking up, man. They're not doing it, Matt, because they're doing it to spite you. They're doing it because they're allowed to do it. Mm-hmm. Like, the adults created this whole fucking mess. And I'm just telling you now, it's too fucking far gone to get it back. Now Title IX's involved, Matt. I did a whole lead-in this morning. Title IX now is taking over, and they peeked their shitty heads back in this thing because guess what? Money's out there. They want a piece of the pie. So now the Department of Education's involved, Matt. Last I checked, they weren't student athletes no more. Why are you involved, Department of Ed? It's all fucking bullshit, homie.
Look, it's time for the NCAA and college football especially college football, the college athletics to part. It's time for the revolution to just get rid of the NCAA and everything they're involved with, which includes Title IX. I don't know how that works, but it's time. I will say this: you're never going to stop stupid people from making bad decisions. So this, I know that you're talking about a more broad problem rather than just the problem right now. I get it. And you're right. I mean, this is an issue that's systemic, and it seems to be getting worse, and people make bad decisions, and they have something to fall back on now with a ton of evidence on why it's a bad idea. But you also can't limit earning potential, and there are a lot of kids out there that are doing it right.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of fucking guys out here that are doing it wrong. So,
Matt, great point.
It's also the natural, like, you know, I hate to say this, but this is the truth. This is the natural Darwinism of football and like decision making. Guys that make it and guys that don't. There's as many guys that make off the field decisions that cost them their careers and futures as there are guys who make on-field decisions and it costs them their career. Very rarely does an injury just cost you your career. You can usually come back. It's the ones that pile up, right? But there's one circumstance off the field where you make a bad decision and your career's over. So, you know, it's I wish that guys would listen more. I wish that they would just pay attention more, because you don't have to fuck up to learn. Like, you can just watch everybody else. They're doing it at a monumental level of just fucking up everywhere. And I hope this kid wasn't high or drunk. And look, if it was just a innocent accident, then I guess that's the best case scenario. I'm glad he's not dead.
Right.
So, it's terrible, but we'll see if he was also, no one knows. You can speculate, but no one knows if he was high or drunk. He was 2:45 in the morning and he was racing a fucking jet with 4 tires.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's doing this either.
Well, he might have been on, I mean, I hope not. Going a little fast for phone time.
I'm just telling you, I guarantee you these motherfuckers, they don't get off their phones. So why would I expect them not to be on their phone at 2:45 going 80? It doesn't matter. They don't matter what time or what speed they're going. Here's the thing, though, Matt. I want to ask you something. I got to ask you this to that point, Smitty, too. They don't fear no one anymore. They don't not, and I don't mean fear in a physical manner. I don't mean my kids feared me for one reason: letting me down. Not scaring me. I wasn't gonna go in there and beat your ass.
I am your father.
They feared me, Matt, because I gave them my shirt off my back and I did everything for them motherfuckers that nobody else saw. Right? I got them out of jail at 3 a.m. I got their girl the shot, and I got the day after pill and all that shit, right?
Jesus
morning
Christ.
after. Yeah.
What else you did?
You got
morning
some shit. You got some guys doing some shit where you're playing.
Yeah, that's fucking JUCO, bro.